by God, this is a good ass movie. This is a great watch. I love crime stories. I love a good rom-com too. And I love mysteries, but crime stories definitely have my heart. I think they're just really gritty. They're really raw. There's a lot of conflict. There's always a lot of, you could kind of throw in a lot of different genres within crime stories. You can have your mysteries. You can make them thrillers, action, adventure. There's always some type of romance in there. And, there's always like a funny character or two. Crime stories really, really are dope. But this one specifically, I love, how much the characters felt like real people. I don't know if it's based off real stories or, real personal, anecdotes and whatnot. But it felt like the characters that were in this movie were inspired by people that actually lived. But The Town, directed by Ben Affleck, I am slowly but surely learning a lot more about his film making ability, and I'm becoming more, appreciative of his talents. And I do want to check out Argo for sure when I get a chance. I got to see what that movie's talking about because I know he made that as well. But The Town is dope. The Town is really awesome. I thought the writing was great. I thought, the conflict between the characters, it's simple, but, that just creates for good story. Like I was very invested. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend you check it out. It's about bank robbers and heists, and it's set in Boston. I'm not a Celtics fan, but I do appreciate how much love and admiration there was for Boston in this, even though it's kind of hard to say love and admiration because it's like kind of twofold, right? Because there was like a quote at the beginning of it that said, I love this town. It ruined my life, but I love this town. And I felt that so much. I'm from Brooklyn myself, so to me there's nothing like Brooklyn, there's nothing like New York. But a lot of times when I go back there, I completely understand why I don't want to be there anymore. Having that understanding, really helped me enjoy this film a lot more. Go see it. Go watch it. Great watch. There's just a specific scene that I want to talk about that I feel is like super, super well done. And it's so simple. You know what I mean? But, this is from my film geeks out there, like anybody that's watched the movie that agrees with me, or, if you feel like this movie is shitty, and you hate this scene and you think it's the dumbest scene ever, like, I don't care. Let's talk about it, because I really do enjoy situations like this, stories like this type of writing. Spoilers, yeah, I'm gonna spoil a little bit. So at the beginning of the movie, there's a scene where the four main bank robbers are robbing a bank, of course, and it's like the inciting incident. Well, it's not like the inciting incident. It is the inciting incident. And they're robbing the bank. They have the bank teller, fucking around with the knob and whatnot, with the safe to open it up. They get in the safe. They get the money. They bleach the place, right? They do everything that they need to do. She sets off a silent alarm, and nobody really realizes it. Even though there is a small little part where she gives one of the robbers, who I think was Ben Affleck, like a look, and I think he saw her do it, and because he wasn't really trying to hurt anybody, but that's not really what I'm talking about. But now that I'm thinking about it, that might have been a good little indication that he was trying to help her out. But there's a scene where Hawkeye, he's wilding, he's doing craziness, right? And he has a tattoo on the back of his neck, right? And the movie, focuses in on this tattoo for like 3-4 good seconds. Like just enough to where it's like, oh, okay, that's important. And I like shit like that, because later on, he can't just be a regular person. Ben Affleck decides to go back to the bank teller that, was helping him with the safe. They took her license, so he starts stalking her, and he's, trying to make sure that she doesn't do anything crazy. And then they end up falling in love, of course, getting to know each other. They're out on a date, right? She goes to the bathroom, and then, of course, Hawkeye pulls up like, oh, what are you doing here? Mind you, he was trying to kill her because he knew that, you know, she could have been a liability. She comes back from the bathroom, so now we're in this like intense ass triangle right here. He's not wearing anything that's protecting his neck. I guess I should go back. She saw the tattoo. Us focusing on the tattoo was from her perspective. So she saw the tattoo. And she told Ben Affleck that she was like, yeah, one of them had a tattoo. And so it was really, really cool because as Jeremy Renner is about to get up and leave, he turns his back to her. And then Ben Affleck is like, oh shit, like she's gonna see the tattoo. And as he's like getting up to leave, he like covers the back of his neck but pretends to like hug him so that she doesn't really see the tattoo. And I thought that was just a really, really, really good, like that was a very good scene. I'm not gonna lie. That might have been my favorite scene in the entire movie, just because of how like simple it was, but how effective it was. You know, it's just small scenes like that I really enjoyed. I hope I did a good job in explaining how good that scene was. Hawkeye ends up walking away unscathed, at least for that portion of the movie. I don't want to spoil much else, but that scene was really, really dope. I'm only explaining it probably not the best way possible, and I think for you to understand it, you just got to go watch the movie, because it's like how it plays out and then just what happens to the characters after that is extremely, extremely well thought out, well put together. Yeah, The Town, great watch. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. I think that if you are like me, you like crime movies, you like suspense, you like there's not really much mystery, maybe from the cops' perspective, but they kind of figure it out kind of early. You just go watch it. It's a great watch. All right, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Until the next one, I'll see you. Peace.